Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to do some betting with A Train Station. I've I've struggled latter part of last year. I've been using A Train Station for almost since it started actually, and I've had some trouble just going with the EV. There's been a lot of updates that have added complexity to A Train Station. But I have a process now, and it seems to be working. And I did want to share that with you guys. It's quick, it's working, particularly relative to college basketball. So I thought I would start recording my betting sessions and share that with you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm already in the station. I've got my settings at 3 days, odds range minus 250 to 300. I've got the hold under 6 and then a minimum EV at 2. So, and let's go. I'm not going to worry about, I use the same weightings as Anthony A Train Station. So let's go ahead and skip that. If you want to see the weighting set for Sharp Pal, you can either go to Discord or watch his YouTube live sessions in the mornings. I've subtracted out cards and esport. I can't bet cards for some reason in Louisiana. All right, we got plenty of plays. By the way, here's where I'm at today. Yesterday, let me just show you. Yesterday, I had a solid day. Nice green. So I'm really feeling good about the way I'm betting right now. It's cold as fuck down in New Orleans. Although it's warmed up a little bit, it's in the low 30s. We got down to we got down to 12 degrees. It was crazy. All right, Derek Jones rebounds over 4 and a hook. So what I'm doing, I'm chasing line movement. So I'm not necessarily chasing EV. I'm chasing line movement. And I'm looking at these plays based on A, what's the line movement? B, what do the stats look like? And then C, where's the EV at? I guess D would be which book to play. But so Derek Jones rebounds. Last 2 games he's over. Majority of time he's under. The line movement's under. Heavy under. The EV is on the over at 365. This is a pass. Although that is tempting, 20% EV. He does it 20% of the time. I only have to win 32% of the time. I mean, normally this would be what I would call a whiplash play. I would play this under, but I don't really. I tend to shy away from big minus favorite plays because you got to win more consistently, and you got to put more down to justify it. And that's what I was doing last year. I would bet this in a heartbeat last year, and it would. Yeah, these are 50-50 coin flips. They end up being, even though this is showing. What I've decided is that when you see these odds, this isn't telling you who's going to win. This isn't saying this is going to be under. All this odds is doing is balancing bet action. That's what I believe. And so I think this has just as likely a likelihood of going over. A lot of it depends on the matchup. I don't know who Derek Jones is. It would be interesting to see, just out of curiosity. I just want to see who he plays for. He probably plays for the Wizards. No, he plays for the Clippers, but I don't know how much playing time he gets. Hell, he plays a lot. He played 44 minutes against Boston, and he typically goes 25 minutes. What was the bet? Rebounds. He's not a rebound. Well, okay. Oh shit. I'm gonna put $3 on this. This is. I hate the. I'm doing this video talking about my method, and the very first bet goes against my method. But I'm doing this because of that's a lot of EV. So I can't. I'm doing this on my phone, by the way, if you're wondering. But bet 365. I guess I could do it. Great. Come on. I've had to add extra layers of security because people keep hacking into my shit. All right, Washington Wizards. I'm this bet's probably obviously this bet's probably going to lose, but I can't ignore 20% EV. Now I've got this EV because of the line movement, which is a concern. Derek Jones. I mean, he comes close to making that. Over 3.5 is minus 105. Let me look at 3.5. He's hit it one, two, three. He's hit it one, two. The last 4 games in a row, he's hit it. The line movement's still saying under. The stats are saying under. But there is EV there too. Let me do that. Let me go with BetMGM. Uh, Derek Jones, the Wizards. I mean, it's plus money. I'm gonna put a small wager on this. Actually, BetMGM is one of the books that I've done worst at. I built it up really nice and then lost over half of it. I just went on a terrible streak. So this is bet online minus 125. Line movements to the under. And this, I always record the stats. That play, I expect that play to lose, though. All right, Kyle Kuzma rebounds over 6.5. No, this is the same. This looks like the other one. He's gone over the last 2 games, but he's majority of the time he's gone under. Now this has no line movement with the sharp books. FanDuel and ESPN are moving to the right. DraftKings. This shows DraftKings at minus 154. What is that? Oh, pick 2. I'm going to pass. Jonas Valanciunas, my favorite player to fade. I used to follow him with the Pelicans, and I would always bet unders on him. I love fading Valanciunas. I call him Lurch. All right, this is a great play. I don't know if it's a great play, but the line movement is under. He has been killing it though. He's been killing it. There's no EV. All right, I'm gonna let Valanciunas go. You're off the hook, Valanciunas. I'm gonna let you go this time. Let's a little slow. I've actually done very well betting money lines plus money lines at tennis. Now this one, it's a very tight market. Well, good alignment. This is bet 365 and FanDuel are in agreement. I would prefer like a first set money line though. I'll throw a small wager on this one. I'm not gonna bet it. I'm gonna throw a little bit on here. I'm already in 365 anyway. Such go. I'll just throw a small wager on this one. Really, not much there to that one. Uh, Ottawa Senators, Boston Bruins, first 10 minutes under no. Let's look at this one. Circa's moving, slight movement to the right. Looks like the market's moving to the under. Yeah, this is worth a bet. I'll throw some money on this one. I haven't done very well in NHL either, but Ottawa Senators first 10 minutes. The total's 5.5, so they're expecting it to be a low scoring game. First 10 minutes under. So line movements to the under. There's no stats. Okay. I'm not doing corners. Vukovic points under 20. All right, stats is to the under. Line movements to the under. EV is on the under. That's DraftKings. That's a clear. This is a cut and dry bet. Nothing. Love this one. Chicago Bulls. They're on the road. Love this play. Line movements under. Probably should have gone higher on that one. Okay, here's where it gets interesting. I lost my shirt on team props and totals, particularly in basketball. But uh, let's look at the 104. I had this. This is how I came up with the system. All right, this is all over the place though. This is a so the stats are heavy to the under. Pinnacle is kind of moving to the over. The market's fading to the over. 365 saying even 365 is coming to the left though. And there's no EV. Okay, so this is a market that doesn't know where it wants to land. Let's look at the main line. Looks like the main line's moved to 153. So the market is trending to the over. Okay, so I'm going to record this one. This is how I started doing this. I started tracking plays. Whoops. I started tracking totals, basketball totals, because I was getting killed. And now this is a 30 game sample, but you can see that going by EV, it's a 50-50 wins losses, which that kind of makes sense because I think the books are trying to set the line so that they even out the money. Stats was actually 60%. I'm surprised that did as well. But if you followed the line movement, steam chase, if you will, that's 74%. And I'm running 62% as far as my bets. So, but again, it's only a 30 game set. I didn't go back and look at last year because I really wasn't doing it that way this last year. So this one is Grand Canyon, Southern Utah. Total 153. So the EV is on the over. The stats is under. And line movement is to the over. And I'm passing on this one. I mean, if I did anything, I'd bet the under. And that's minus 105. So if let's see. Maybe I do want to bet the under. I think I do. FanDuel or Bet Rivers. I think I'm gonna. I mean, normally I want all this in alignment. I want all three to make sense before I do it. But I think I'm going to take a flyer. So this would be a whiplash bet. The reason I'm doing it is because of the odds. I like these odds. Problem is I don't have any books to play out here. Let's see. FanDuel. I guess I'll do it at FanDuel. There's no EV on this, so this is really just this is a stats play, bottom line. Because this is going against line movement too. So if I lose this, so Grand Canyon. Under 154 on a hook. That's the main line. So this is bet 365 minus 130. Line movement's over. And then, but the stats are super supportive of the bet. So this will be an interesting one. I'm not doing German basketball. I don't want any shit about that. All right, UC Santa Barbara, San Diego. Total points, we'll take the higher, 136 and a hook. So the stats are over. Pinnacle's moving to the under. Everybody else doesn't really know what they're doing. Bet Rivers is kind of trending to the over. San Diego is a really good team. Great team. These are two really good teams. This could be a dogfight. All the EVs on the under. And it's plus money. I wish I had one more book besides Pinnacle that said this is going under. But nobody's moving. Where'd FanDuel go? Let's go to 135 and see. Oh, here's the line. Main line's right here. 137 on the hook. Stats is over. Pinnacle's under. Look at the line movement. No VIG. Sport Trade. Bet Online is sitting there and doing nothing. So here's one where there's no EV. But if you're chasing the line movement, let's see. Let's just go with Sharp. I'm betting this. The stats is kind of a coin flip, but I like the line movement. This is a tough one, though, because there definitely is no EV, but I'm going to bet this one. Bet Rivers. I got to log back in. I got a lot of bets already. Bet Rivers, I have oodles of bets all the time here. Let's see. These two, I'm expecting this to be a rock fight. What? Oh. Bet Rivers has been limiting me too. And they'll take it on main lines though. log this one. One 137 and a hook. There's no EV. Stats is over. Line movement under, and I went under. These aren't crystal clear plays like I was hoping for, but let's look at this San Diego points under 72. Yeah, I'm not betting this. No line. There's no line movement. It's over. I ain't betting that. This is a classic bet that I would have made last year or when I was losing money betting basketball. It's plus money at DraftKings. It's an under. I would have jumped all over this. I ain't betting this. I am going to record it though, just because I want to see. $70 and a hook. This is a classic play that I would have lost money on. Probably land on 73 and a hook. So the EV is on under. Stats is over. Line movement, what little there is over. And I'm passing. All right, I'm a sucker for under corners. I got to look at this. So Pinnacle's at minus 120, slight movement to the under. Everybody else is all over the place. I'm going to bet this. Middle Tennessee and Sam Houston. All right, let's look at this one. Under. We'll take the higher of the unders. Stats is under. Pinnacle line movement. That's when I'm looking at line movement. Sharp books is enough. I mean, what line movement there is under. EV's under. So this is a classic play. I'm betting this. Middle Tennessee, Sam Houston. So the market's at 150 in the hook. Let me look at this real quick. Again, strong line movement under. I'll take the 106. I'm not slavish to EV anymore. If I can get it at a point and a half, I mean, with college basketball, every little point can matter. So I'm taking it. But this is a classic play that's been paying off for me. I'm running 70% right now, minus 129. Pinnacle line movements under, stats under. So Middle Tennessee, Sam Houston. 150 and a hook. The EV's under. The stats is under. The line movement's under. I'm betting under. This is a classic play. I'm good on that one. Let's look at Sam Houston under 73. It got so bad last year on these team props that I took them off before betting. I had it in settings. I took team props completely out because I was on the wrong side of every single one of them. But I have no problem about it now. I've worked my way through it. This one is one that I would lose money on because it's a DraftKings under. There's no line movement. The stats are okay to under. Maybe it wins, maybe it loses. I don't know. This is a coin flippy deal. I don't like it because there's no line. The line, I have to have line movement to make these team prop bets anymore. Without line movement, I can't do it. So yeah. So I'm going to record it just to see. I really want to keep track of this. So this is Sam Houston team total 73 and a hook. EV is under. The stats was under. There's no line movement. So it's a pass. Got to have line movement. Because what would happen is I would bet that. And 6 or 8 hours later, there would be line movement and I would have negative EV. I had that all the time. All the time that would happen. I can't bet. In Louisiana, we can't bet player props for college. Pepperdine plus 14 at Oregon State. I love the line movement. Look at this line. This is great line movement. I like the stats. I don't like the fact that Pepperdine's on the road. They could get blown out. They could get blown out. But I'm going to bet it. Bet Rivers, Pepperdine. Let's do it. I guess I need to learn how to spell. 13 and a hook. Give me 14. Is there EV on 14 and a half? Yeah. Yeah, give me the hook. Give me the hook. So this is Pinnacle. This is a no big Pinnacle. Minus 150. Line movement's over. Line movement's Pep. And it's 55-25. I like that play a lot. Fuck the French basketball. Let's fresh it. So this is my system now. Oh, we got a hockey play. St. Louis Blues plus 1.5. I'm a sucker for these type plays too. Market is there's arbitrage everywhere. Look at the alignment. What the fuck is Caesars doing? Oh, this is an error. This isn't right. This can't be. This can't be. I gotta check this out. This can't be right. God damn it. Uh, 502. So the Blues, and they're at home too, catching 1.5. It's minus 195. Yeah, I knew that wasn't right. All right, so that's just a bad line. All right, Jason Tatum, points, rebounds, and assists under 40 and a hook. I like this a lot. Profit X is driving the EV here. I wish we had more sharp books and more line movement. I mean, the way this looks, it almost looks like an error, but the stats are very supportive of it. So, yeah, I'm going to bet this. Bet Rivers, bet 365. I'm gonna bet this. Three three. Uh, points, rebounds, and assists. Jason Tatum under 40 and a hook. Yeah, it's there. I, I hate to go just on a Profit X move, but the stats are. Let's find another college basketball play. let's look at this one. I've been cleaning up on first half. So this is classic. Pinnacle. Look at the line movement. Not too crazy about the stats. Long Beach sucks. They suck ass. The stats are not great. I can't ignore the line movement or the EV, so I'm on this one. Cal State Northridge. It's a volume game with this top down stuff. So this is Pinnacle minus 143. Line movements to Northridge. Stats are a little problematic. But again, stats isn't what's driving my decision anymore. It's nice to have the stats support it, but line movement is the primary driver. Let's look at the over 147. Okay. So this one, it looks like we've had Pinnacle moving to the under, but then coming back. And then William Hill is way over to the right. Hasn't done anything. Looks like there's some pullback. Let's look at the main line. See again. This is a market that doesn't know. I mean, it's in alignment. Okay. This is an interesting one. So EV is on the over. Stats under. Line movement is mixed. So this is a pass. Kongwu. So we've got line movement to the over. Stats under. Slightly to the under. I like this play. I'm gonna bet it. That MGM has been giving me a fit, as I said. Oh, 3525. All right. Raptors and Hawks. I'm not in love with that play, but I'm gonna bet it. Let's look at this Hofstra. Hofstra can't score. Hofstra rarely goes over, as I expected. The line movements to the over. Hofstra is at home. I mean, this is clear. Line movement over, stats under. FanDuel's really the opposite of the entire market. I'm going to trust. I'm going to bet this one. This is a little inconsistent. I'm gonna put $4 on it. I'm not putting full beans on it just because the stats don't support it. But the line movement is strong enough that I think it's a bet. Over 34. So Pinnacle minus 121. Line movement, Hofstra. Line movement's over. Stats is a little bit on the under. What was it, 34? 34 on a hook. EV is over. Stats is under. Line movement's over. And I went over. Weber and Portland State. Stats over. Line movements under. No EV. $137 on a hook. There's no EV. Stats is over. Line movement's under, and it's a pass. Portland State minus 3. I can get behind this. Pinnacle's racing to Weber, though. There's no EV. Pass. This is a pass. This market has no idea what it's doing. Pinnacle's moving to UMBC. ESPN's racing over to the other side. BetMGM's coming over though. And Bet Rivers just said, fuck it, we're just going to be way off to everybody. Pass. Hawaii and UC Davis. Line movements to the under. Stats is over. Golly. You've got two teams that are doing opposite things. Hawaii's way over. Davis is way under. This is a pass. This is too contrasting of styles. Davis. 134 a hook. So the EV is under. Stats is over. Line movement's under. And I'm passing. I capped the whole basketball card, if you're wondering. So I've already got a bet on UC Davis. Cal Baptist. Cal Baptist was my bet on, let's see. Love the line movement. The line movement's so strong here that I'm not worried about the stats. So I'm gonna bet this. Pinnacle Sport minus 148. Line movements. Cal Baptist. Stats are concerning. Line movement trumps stats though. So I got that bet in. This is Cal Baptist. A lot of bets here. I think I'm going to stop right here, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I appreciate you watching. Thanks.